do, Big Lou Barbecue and other things I want to do. And what I want to do is say thank you. I've gotten a gift from a subscriber. Now, I'm not going to mention his name. If he wants to say something in the comments and not stay anonymous, then I'll pin his comment to the top. But he knows who he is, and I want to say thank you very much. He contacted me by email and said, Big Lou, I like your show. I like what you do, basically. And he says, I like the fact that you make a lot of your rubs and sauces. Well, they're not all like from my head. They're recipes and stuff that I get out of books, you know. And of course, I never follow recipes to the T. I always tweak them and make them and change them a little bit. But he wanted to know if I could recommend a book that had a lot of recipes for rubs and sauces and stuff. And I said, man, this book right here, it came out about 20 years ago, maybe around 2000. Let me see what the copyright date is on this. It's by Steven Raichlen. And the copyright date is indeed 2000, right there. Sorry. Anyway, so it's a little old, little dated, 18 years old now, you know. But I said this book here has a lot of rubs and sauces and marinades in it. In fact, that's the title of it, right? It's by Steven Raichlen, and he's got a lot of stuff. And there's instructions in here on how to build your own rub and what each spice does and all kinds of good stuff. And it's helped me, you know, when I look at a recipe, I said, I bet that would be good with a little bit of this in that or a little pinch of that. Or I bet if I substituted this for that, that would make that even better. And so I like to do that. And so he asked for a book. So I gave him this recommendation, but I told him, I said, hey, Reichlen's updated the book a year or two ago, maybe last year or the year before. He updated the book. I don't have the updated edition. I wasn't asking for the updated edition. I was just recommended to him that it's now Sauces, Rubs, and Marinades 2, T-O-O, okay? And he thanked me for the recommendation, and he said he wanted to send me a copy of the book. And of course, being humble, I said, no, don't. And he said, I would love to take it as a gift. And so I believe that this is it right here. All right, so I got the case trapper. See if I can get it open one-handed. That's the pocket knife I got on me today. Yep. You're not supposed to open a trapper one-handed. Kind of dangerous, but it can be done. And indeed, that's what it is. The updated Steven Raichlen barbecue sauces, rubs, marinades, bastes, butters, and glazes 2, T-O-O. So, thank you very much, sir. It's actually a little thinner. Huh. Okay, well, I'm sorry. I do this on my iPhone, and I had a phone call. I should have had it in airplane mode, but I didn't. But you know what? It gave me a chance to actually skim through this book real quick, okay? So right after I mentioned 2, I got the phone call, so let's pick up there. I did skim through the book. This was published last year in 2017. This one was done in 2000. This one has a recipe in it that I like to try. I've used it just a few times, and I have not used on video yet, but was planning a video with the recipe. And I looked for that recipe in here, and it's not there. So obviously this one has an omission, maybe more, but it's got some additions. There's a lot of stuff in here that I looked through that I have not seen in here, like an Aaron Franklin barbecue sauce and things like that. However, page 33 and 34 is very convenient because those are my 2 favorite rubs from this book. They're here on page 33 and 34. 33 has the Cajun rub, which I like to use. It's a little spicier than my normal Creole seasoning that I make based on the Tony's recipe. And I use it on blackened fish and a lot of other things. I use it in some gumbo and stuff like that. It's on page 33. And in 34 has what he calls the Puerto Rican pig powder. Let me find page 34 for you real quick. It has the Puerto Rican pig powder, as he calls it, and our sazon seasoning, okay, or also called adobo seasoning, and I'll be using that on some chicken legs this coming weekend in a video. And I use that, I keep that mixed up in my cabinet all the time. So page 33 and 34, I keep both of those rubs in my cabinet mixed up all the time. If I run out, I mix up some more, all right? Hey, so the fella's name is Chris, is his first name, all right? Thank you so much. I'm going to enjoy using this. I've got a chance to look through a lot of good coffee stuff in here. So anyway, I'm gonna look through here, coffee rubs and recipes and stuff that weren't in the original. There was a few, but there was seemed like there was a lot more in here. Anyway, thank you very much. Just a simple thank you video. I'm going to enjoy using that book, and Big Lou Barbecue channel is going to be better because of it. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed the mail call. And by the way, if you like to barbecue, if you like to make your own rubs and spices, I cannot recommend enough this book, and if you can still find this one, either one of them, very, very good. Thank you. Hey, I'm back inside the kitchen now. I just want to point out something. I mentioned that page 33 and 34, that new book, the my two favorite spices are back to back in the new book, all right, are two of my favorite spices. There are 4 rubs that I keep stocked all the time in my pantry. I keep a Cajun Creole seasoning, based on the Tony's recipe. I've got a video about that. I keep a poultry rub, a spicy poultry rub, not a sweet poultry rub, by the way. Living here in Louisiana, I like spicy stuff more than sweet stuff. All right, and I keep 2 rubs, always made up out of that book. There is Ragin' Cajun rub, which is on page 33 of the new book, and the adobo or sazon rub. I call it adobo. Sazon is simply the Spanish word for seasoning. Sometimes you'll see it sold as sazon completa, which means complete seasoning, and you'll see it sold as adobo. But the stuff in the store is full of MSG. So I make it up right from his recipe. I follow his recipe almost to a T. I keep that in there. I need to make a little more because this jar is more than half gone. And make a little more of this Cajun rub. And I use both of these on fish. I really do. And I've got a recipe coming up where I'll be doing some chicken legs this weekend with this. So anyway, the book is worth its weight in gold. Page 33 and 34. These things are awesome. Awesome. Anyway, thank you very much. Big Lou's book recommendation.